One of the most underrated forms of self-care is allowing people to walk out of your life that have shown you they're okay with losing you. And it's not about someone even begging you to stay. It's more so about what they display while you're there. So I know that relationships are work, but I know that there's a difference between relationships being work and me sharing space with someone who makes me feel like I am a task.
It is a complete clear difference. People that do not want to be in your life, man, it's a one-sided deal. Whether it's a friendship, business situation, somebody you're dating, it's gonna be a one-sided thing where they kind of feel like, you know what, you're really not that valuable. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel the need that you should be in my life. So the best gift, shout out to Coach Corey Wayne, you can give somebody is the presence of missing you, walking away. And so if that woman doesn't find you to be valuable, you know, maybe she's giving you these 5-hour text backs, she's always making excuses, always disrespecting you, she's never standing on her word, always saying things she don't mean, and she's just showing you that she doesn't care. Sometimes, man, you just gotta walk away from people. And it's not about just leaving people for the heck of it. It's about showing yourself that respect. If somebody doesn't show you that respect that you require, if they're crossing your boundaries, they ain't showing you that love that you need, you gotta go. You have to go because you have to show people how to treat you. You have to set boundaries and you gotta put people on punishment.
It is a very clear distinction that I think I've been able to make the more that I've grown. And so I won't be a part of something where I'm clearly just being tolerated.
That's one of the worst feelings, man. Like I can think back of so many women I've dated where I feel like I'm just being tolerated. You're looking over at the person, they just kind of on their phone all the time when they with you. The conversations be dry. There's no energy there. They're not excited. You know what I'm saying? They're not excited to be around you. They don't ask you no questions about your life. So a lot of us, we're around, whether it's friends or people we're dating, we're around so much people that are just taking the energy from us, but they're not giving us no energy. Energy vampires. And so a lot of us are around these type of people, and the best thing you can do is walk away. Because there's people out here, there's women out here that you'll date that's going to give you excitement. There's friends out here that's going to want to be around you and that enjoy doing the same things that you do. So the best thing is, because a lot of times we don't want to walk away from people because we feel like, oh man, this person been down for me for years. I didn't know them since the sandbox, or girl, she did this for me. You know what I'm saying? She bought me something last week, so I'm gonna just kind of just stick around. So a lot of times we stick around because we think that we can't do better or get better. And that's the wrong mind frame or mindset to be in.
I think as growing humans, there's a lot that we work to endure. But I am not going to be treated as if I alone am something to endure, as opposed to something to enjoy. And I've said that before.
It's the thing, imagine being around somebody and it's like, imagine you hit your friend up to kick and it's like, the friend is, let me just go kick it with them and, you know, just do this and do that. Like, imagine that versus someone you hit them up like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, let's link up Friday. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, we lit. What you need me to bring? Like, there's a difference. You can pick up people's energy. You don't want to be around somebody who they have no energy to see you. They're just kind of tolerating you. They don't really enjoy you. They just around you maybe because of the benefits. Nah, like they gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go.
I persist with people, so I'm not quick to burn bridges, to cut ties, to do any of those things because I do value connection and relationship. But at the same time, I've learned that as soon as those values are not shared, there's nothing else that I can do. And what I'm not gonna do is fight someone's lack of interest. There's just...
Yeah, especially with women, you have to pay attention to their interest level. That's very important. Now, yes, you can bring a woman's interest level up, but what I mean by that is you don't want to force the interest. A lot of us men, we do that. We fight, we pursue, we try to convince women why she should like us, and we're not doing it consciously. These are things you're doing subconsciously by chasing, by doing extra things, by trying to take her places, buying her all these gifts, flying her out. Those are all subconscious ways of showing that, hey, pick me. Hey, you should pick me. Pick me. Or you're going in the friend zone when you don't really want to do that because you're trying to convince her, hey, maybe over time she'll see that I'm really a good guy. That's a waste of energy because, for one, women already know if they like you or not. People already know that. Whether it's a friendship, they already know. So it's no need in wasting time with people that do not have high interest. And again, this goes for friendships, business situations, romantic, whatever it is. You don't want to put yourself around people where it's not mutual. Because when you do that, all you're doing is killing and draining your energy.
Nothing I have to prove in that regard. Respectfully, the material is evident and has been. So if you are not seeing it, I can only assume that you do not want to. And so if you decide that I am not for you, I agree with you. I am not for you. Thank you for the memories.
And what's crazy is, as men, it's funny because women often don't mess with dudes they don't like. But with men, we can mess with women we don't necessarily like that, but we like them in the XCX type of way. And what's crazy is I can no longer do that. At this point in my life, if I don't like you as far as like personality and I don't really want to be around you, I'm not going to be around you because eventually over time, I'm going to drain my own energy. So for me, I need to be interested in you just like you need to be interested in me. I don't no longer just be around women just to get a quick smash in. I don't do that because for me, it's a waste of time because eventually over time, my actions are going to show because I've been in these situations plenty of times, being around people I don't necessarily like. And I've been around women that don't necessarily like me like that. So the thing is, you do not want to waste your time around people with low energy. It's a complete waste of time. This is why, I preach so much on this channel. Continue to focus on your craft, continue to focus on your mindset, continue to level yourself up so that way you become irreplaceable in people's lives. You want to become irreplaceable because when you become irreplaceable, people will never devalue you. And let me take that statement back because there's going to always be people that devalue you, but you decrease the chances of people devaluing you when you show how valuable you are. And when you understand how valuable you are, you will never be around someone who does not want to be around you. Too many times we're trying to convince women to be around us. You know what I'm saying? My mindset is, why should you be around me? You know what I'm saying? What value do you have? I know the value that I bring. What value do you have besides something fat back there and a pretty face? What other value do you have? That's the mind frame you have to look at things from, but at the same time, working on self-improving yourself in all areas. You know what I'm saying? Your fashion, your hygiene, your craft, your hobbies, getting more hobbies, making sure you keep keeping your friends, your social circle tight. Those are the things that's going to continue to raise your value. So that way, when people are around you, if they see the value, they understand not to mess that up. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you got to let people walk, man. Let people walk. If you feel like you're in a one-sided situation, you're doing everything and the other person's not doing nothing but receiving and they're not giving, they're not adding no value. If they're a liability to your life, they have to go. You only want people around that are adding to your life, that are assets. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, always continue to raise your value. And if you don't see no value in the people around you, let them go. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.